What's up guys, Lewis here from Incredible, back with another rundown of all this week's top indie game news. Now, I'm going to quickly apologise for my voice. I've managed to pick up some cold earlier in the week and it's a bit of a pain, but hopefully I'll try and get through it and hopefully I won't lose my voice by the end of the video. Now as always, all the news stories covered in this video, we speak through in a lot more length on the weekly podcast, which goes live Monday evening. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out on Monday evening. But that's enough for now, let's dive into this week's indie game news. Up first, we got some news based around Forgotten Anne. Now, I'm going to be honest, Forgotten Anne is not only one of my favourite indie games to release this year, but it's hands down one of my favourite games to release this year. This absolutely stunning 2D adventure game is developed by Throughline Games and sees you playing as Anne in the Forgotten Realm. The Forgotten Realm is populated by Forgottenlings, which are kind of objects being cast aside from reality. These humanised objects create some genuinely brilliant characters throughout the game, and I cannot wait to play it again when it comes to the Nintendo Switch early 2019. Now another game that we heard about coming to a Nintendo Switch this week is the Spectrum Retreat. Now Dan from the podcast played the Spectrum Retreat when it released on PlayStation earlier this year and absolutely loved it. I managed to play the game at EGX Res earlier in the year and again I really liked it. This first-person puzzle game has a unique and interesting mechanic to its gameplay, but I don't want to go into spoilers because it was the kind of not knowing when playing the game that really grabbed my attention. But if you're looking for a first-person puzzle game, then I recommend you check out the Spectrum Retreat when it releases this week on the Nintendo Switch on the 13th of September. AllStar Fruit Racing actually released a couple of weeks ago on Nintendo Switch, but unfortunately the game released without any online support. That has now changed, and the game features full online support, including leaderboards, the ability to play against friends, or the ability to play against anyone in the world. So if you picked up AllStar Fruit Racing when it initially released, you can jump on now and challenge absolutely anyone. Now, quite possibly my favourite piece of news this week comes around the brawling game Brawlhalla. The news is based around a completely new character, and it took me by surprise, I'm not going to lie. Rayman, as in Ubisoft's Rayman, is coming into the cooperative or multiplayer brawler. The announcement was made on Twitter earlier in the week by Blue Mammoth Games, the developers of the multiplayer brawling game. And I've got to be honest, the art style of Rayman literally is perfectly suited to the art style of that of Brawlhalla. And I'm going to be honest, I cannot wait to jump back into the game and kick some butt playing as, well, Rayman. Now another piece of great news we got this week is based around another release on a Nintendo Switch, but we're going to have to wait until more towards the end of the year for this one. Observer released earlier in the year on PS4, Xbox One and PC. It is a dark, gritty sci-fi horror game, and that is now coming to a Switch before the end of the year. The game sees you playing as a detective and you must dive into people's minds to try and investigate how they died. Imagine Blade Runner meets Ghost in a Shell. And I gotta be honest, I was pretty annoyed that I missed this one earlier in the year, so I'm pretty stoked that it's coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. That's going to wrap up this week's indie game news. Again, apologies for the voice and apologies for being ill, but we managed to make it through the video and hopefully you could understand what I was saying. Now, if you do like these videos, guys, and you like what we do here, and you want to keep up to date with more indie game news, previews, reviews, and podcasts, then make sure you subscribe to Incredible. If you really like what we do, then head over to patreon.com/Incredible. The link is just around about here. Throw us $1 or so, and you get an ad-free content on the podcast, as well as exclusive pre- and post-show content. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next week, goodbye.